Hello everybody, it's Joe here from Webcast, and today we're going to be looking at a deck called Yveltal Mew, or Banterbox, as you will call it if you live in the UK or Ireland. This is a deck that's been picking up quite a lot of steam lately. It's something I've been playing around with a lot myself. It's really fun, really good. Concept came around, I think, towards Worlds last year. Joe Bernard, of course, from Omnipoke, ended up making this deck, and like the whole of the UK players played it at that event. And then moving on to this format was kind of adapted and changed a bit to suit the format a little bit better. And, well, it's turned out to be a pretty top-tier contender in this format too. So that's why I'm taking a look at it today. I've been playing around with it a bit myself, and you know what? It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. Very difficult deck to play. There's an awful lot of decisions you have to make. But we'll go through all the different cards here and see what makes the deck so good in the first place. So, first of all, we want 3 copies of this guy, Fright Night Yveltal. I think everyone's been on about Fright Night Yveltal at this point in the format and about how good he is, but this ability is just fantastic. This attack is fantastic. Everything about him is just amazing. So, yeah. I don't need to explain him too much. We run 3 copies because just having such a high count of him and attacking with him so often is a really crucial part of our strategy. It's really good to do. We also have 1 Oblivion Wing Yveltal. This is nice to poke for light damage. We can attack with it for a single energy. In the mirror match, we can use Mew's Memories of Dawn to copy Oblivion Wing and knock out an opposing Mew because we hit it for weakness. So that's a thing you can do. But yeah, it's a nice single attachment, you can attack for a single attachment. That's pretty nice. You don't need to rely on Max Elixir or anything. You get some energies back on the board. It's got 130 HP. Fury Belt makes this thing even more annoying. There's a lot to like about this guy. We also have 2 Mew EX, which kind of brings the whole deck together. Not Mew EX, my apologies. It's just regular Mew. This thing kind of brings the whole deck together, I think. So with Fighting Fury Belt, we go up to 90 HP. We can start using Memories of Dawn to copy Pitch Black Spear, and to copy Oblivion Wing and Evil Ball, and we can basically pick and choose between our attacks. It means that we can just power up a Mew, and then if we want to, say, Pitch Black Spear, and the next turn use Evil Ball, we don't have to be powering up 2 different things. We can just power up the Mew, and we're ready to go, and that's going to be fine. And yeah, that's where a lot of the deck's strengths come from, is being able to pivot off this Mew so heavily, and being able to switch up attacks every now and then, which is really cool. It was a little bit better with Dimension Valley, I admit, but even without Dimension Valley, we still make it work. Max Elixir is just such a powerful asset to have. Free Retreat as well is super nice. The different weakness means Mega Mewtwo is pretty handy too. Yeah, it's got a lot going for it. I really like the Mew. So anyway, we got 2 Yveltal-EX. Look, we all know this guy. Again, there's a lot of the cards in these kind of dark archetype decks don't really need much of an explanation at this point. We know Yveltal-EX is good. There's plenty of other options, actually, that I'm not running in this that you could run yourself, and I'll go through them in a sec. At the end of the video, I'll run through all the different options you can take with this deck, because there's quite a lot. This is a deck with many decisions that you have to make, including the deck building itself. And I'm not saying my list is perfect, but it's the one I've kind of settled on for now, and it's been putting in the work so far. I've been really enjoying it, so that's where we're at right now. The one kind of surprise card might be this Darkrai right here. This is promo Darkrai from those mythical collection boxes. Is that what they're called? The ones where you get the card and the 2 generation packs and the pin. Not only is the artwork fantastic, but we have the attack Abyssal Sleep. And this is something I've been using quite a lot lately. So, Abyssal Sleep's really good. For one reason is that there are so many attacks you can use in this deck that sometimes it's really hard to know what the right one is. You can be put in really precious situations where you're like, well, if I misplay and use, I don't know, White Cyclone instead of Evil Ball, or if I use like Pitch Black Spear when I really should be using Oblivion Wing or something like that. You find yourself in a lot of positions where you've got so many options to choose from, and you end up making the wrong decision, and it can cost you heavily. Thing about Abyssal Sleep, it's never really a bad decision. There's very rarely are you in a situation where you're like, you know what, I don't want to do that. It's kind of like a fallback. It's like a safe card to play, because it's like, if you don't know what attack you want to do this turn, if you're unsure of kind of the route you want to take for this game, Abyssal Sleep's so good, you can just lock something in the active with it. And that's really handy to do. The one kind of downside to this is that, yes, opponents are upping their counts of Switch, so it makes it easier to get out of the dark, out of this lock if they are playing Switch, Escape Rope and things like that, but you still force them to find them and waste them on just retreating out of status conditions. And plus, we can Abyssal Sleep with Mew as well, so we can start going to work. Like, we can Abyssal Sleep with the Mew. It can then protect the Mew, because then they're not able to attack, and that's great, because Mew has such low HP in the first place. So we got a lot going for it, actually. It's quite nice. Yeah, it's basically just a really, really safe option if you really don't know what to attack with. It's nice for killing high HP Megas as well. Umbreon's an option that I think a lot of people are leaning towards in this deck because of the pressure to take those extra prizes against Megas. But I kind of like Darkrai a little better because it's good in like every single matchup. Oh, my trade is complete apparently. That's pretty cool. It's good in like every single matchup. But on top of that, you can like kill the Mega by just bringing it up and making sure it can't retreat by just Abyssal Sleeping it. So you have that option too. It's really nice. And on top of that, it's the only thing in the deck that isn't super low on HP. Well, no, I mean, Mew's super low on HP, so it doesn't really count, but everything else is weak to Lightning. This thing's weak to Fighting. So if we did come up against the odd, like, Rogue, Raichu, or Zebstrika, we have an option in Darkrai, which is pretty cool. Because, hilariously, Zebstrika's base damage is 50, so it'll still kill Mew. So, unfortunately, that doesn't really work. 2 Shaymins just to round off the deck. Again, you can Sky Return with a Mew to kill another Mew. You gotta think of these things with a mirror now. What else we got? So, onto the supporters, I guess. It's pretty straightforward. 4 Sycamore, 3 N. The third N, a little bit heavier than other decks because, man, I don't think I've ever drawn dead with this. The fact that you have so many draw supporters just means you're just always going. I would rather have the third N than the fourth Trainers Mail. It's definitely put in the work for me. 2 Lysandre's pretty standard. 2 Ninja Boy makes the deck really, really cool. Again, it combos with Mew in the fact that if you have something on your bench that either you want to, like, you've got the energy on the Mew, but you don't have something on your bench that you want to use for the attacks, you can Ninja Boy either the Mew into the thing you want to attack with, or you can just Ninja Boy a bench Pokemon into the thing you want to attack with. Again, this is one of those things that, like I was saying about this deck, it gives it so many options. And it means you always have, like, about 1 million decisions to make. And Ninja Boy is one of the big reasons for that. But the power you get off this thing is so good that running 2 is kind of... I think you could cut to 1, but running 2 is so nice. A couple of other supporters I guess you could play in here, which I'll go through in a minute. The other thing is you can remove your Shaymins with it this way. Which, again, given how good Pitch Black Spear is in the first place, removing Shaymins is a really, really solid option, because then they can't get sniped. You can just turn it into, like, I don't know, a Darkrai or another Yveltal or something, and then all of a sudden you're in a much safer position. So that's the support account. It's pretty streamlined. We don't run anything. On top of this, no Hexmaniac, which probably looks a bit weird, I admit. If I had the space, maybe I'd try and find one, but it's hard to play like Hexmaniac and then use Mew, or then use Fright Knight, so I don't know. I'm not too sure about it myself in this particular build anyway. Onto the items. We got the 4 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Seeker. Like I said, 3 Trainers Mail because I want to fit the third N here. I think it makes sense. We got 1 Super Rod just to reset things. 1 Escape Rope and 1 Switch. No Floatstone, because Fright Knight's going to be in our active position a lot. So we really want to be like making sure that we can pivot in and out of it while still using with it, because obviously Floatstone doesn't work on Fright Knight. So that's why we have this. I like the 1 Escape Rope though. This is put in the work. And honestly, I've seen a lot of this just run 2 Escape Rope. I think it's a little bit risky for my own tastes. I like the you know what you get with Switch, so I think I like the split myself. 4 Max Elixir, what makes the deck work? It's how we power up our stuff so quickly, and it makes the deck just so explosive. We've also got 2 Parallel City, really solid card. Against our own self, we can remove our own Shaymins, which is always great, and just limiting our opponent's bench is fantastic, especially when a lot of our plays revolve around Lysanding up a big heavy EX and then limiting their bench, so it means they can't get rid of the big heavy EX with the Parallel City. It means they're just stuck. We want to limit our opponent's options a lot with this deck, and Parallel City is obviously one of the best cards at doing that right now. 1 Reverse Valley. Something I like it, but I'm on the fence with it a tiny bit. I appreciate the extra 10 damage. It means that in the mirror match, I can use my Fright Knight to do 130 in 2 turns, because I can do Pitch Black Spear for 60, and then I can play Reverse Valley, and I can do Pitch Black Spear for 70, which is 130, which knocks out opposing Fright Knight Yveltals. So I like that idea. Actually knocks out all baby Yveltals. And I quite like that. Even against Volcanion, being able to do the 10 extra to get a baby down, to kill a baby, is quite nice. So those are the 2 matchups where the extra 10 damage kind of plays out really nicely. A lot of people play Delinquent over this. I did, and I really did not get any use out of the Delinquent at all. Very, very rarely came up for me, so I figured I'd want to cut that for a 3rd stadium. Because I don't like the idea of just running 2 Parallel Cities, because if your opponent plays it first, these are 2 dead cards, and you're in a bad position because now your bench is limited. So I like running one different kind of stadium in addition to this, so I can still bounce the Parallel if I have to. We've also got 3 Fighting Fury Belt. This is a great card. I kind of questioned it at first because I was like, I can't put it on the Fright Night Yveltal, and I'm going to be attacking with that a lot, but putting it on pretty much anything works really well. Even putting it on the Darkrai to make it 150 HP is quite nice. That's not a number a lot of decks can hit. It works great with Baby Yveltal, this one. It works great, obviously, with the EX ones and the Mew. It's just, like, every Pokemon can benefit from Fury Belt, so, apart from Fright Night, obviously, so. It makes sense to include it in the deck. I really actually do like it in practice. And finally, the energy is 4 double colorless and 10 dark. One thing I do want to play around with is actually just cutting down to 3 double colorless and upping it to 11 dark, because a lot of the time you don't need the 4 double colorless. And there's some other builds of this kind that I want to try that have a much bigger focus on just having dark energy, so that's kind of the split that you'd want to be looking for. 410 is safe enough, though. I mean, if you have to Ultra Ball away 1 double colorless in this particular build, you're like, well, you know what, that's fine. It's not the end of the world, so it's a little bit safer, I think. Now to go through some other options. For Pokemon, first of all, we got, the big one's Umbreon. A lot of people liking this. I like it, but I think the threat of it is better than the actual presence of it. Like, if I'm playing a Mega deck and I see an Umbreon on the bench, all of a sudden it does become a bit worrying, but I feel like in practice it never actually comes up enough to warrant giving a whole space in the deck to it. You could try and find room. Like, you could cut the Darkrai or you could cut one of the Yveltal-EXs. To try and fit this in if you really do feel like going for some endgames. But I personally did not. Other one is the... No, the only Darkrai I own in standard format is that one, amazingly enough. This Darkrai, obviously the Dark Pulse one. I don't feel like this particular build, at least, doesn't retain a whole lot of dark energy on the board. If you want to play something more like EXP share focused and like fully dark energy focused, but I feel like at that point it's just a completely different deck, so I wouldn't bother with this guy for now. But the nice enough thing about this thing is it does have that different weakness, which I really do like. And the Psychic Resistance is nice too for Mega Mewtwo, for going up against opposing Mews and Mew EXs if they could become a thing. That is the other thing as well, is Mew EX. I have it here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. The only reason you would play this over the Baby Mew is because this can copy your opponent's attacks. Now, I feel like in the mirror, maybe there's some merit to doing that, but then Fright Night is even more of a pain for you. I don't know. I feel like if you find yourself in a position where you want to copy your opponent's attacks, go for this, but it doesn't even have free retreat, and that's one of the biggest attractions of the regular Mew anyway. It's more just an option that I've sort of thought of myself. The other one is Yveltal... I cannot spell tonight. It's Yveltal Break. So, Baleful Knight's a cool attack, but really the reason I want to run this is so that I can put it on this, and all of a sudden we're no longer a basic. So this is cool because it means that one thing, I should be back in Pokemon, one thing people are starting to tech against Fright Night Yveltal is Mr. Mime, and unfortunately it's a very efficient tech. Like, this will really just stop Yveltal in its tracks, and one way that you can sort of get around this is by playing Silent Lab, so you used to shut off Bench Barrier. Or Hex Maniac, which I might have to start including in the deck just so I can put off Mr. Mime even for one turn. But I think Silent Lab would be a nicer idea. And what you would do essentially then is if you Silent Lab, you shut off Mr. Mime's ability, but then you can Break Evolve your Yveltal, and all of a sudden it's no longer a basic, so you keep Fright Night active. Which is really cool. It means you get all of your stuff back, and you get access to a really cool attack in Baleful Night. So that's something I want to play around with in the future, and something that I think I probably would lean towards going forward if Mr. Mime does continue to see play. Because it has proved itself to be a very, very good counter to Fright Night so far. So yeah, that's pretty much the Pokemon in the deck. Trainers. Like I said, Delinquent was a thing, but I didn't really like it. Giovanni's Scheme. I did cut a Ninja Boy for this at one point, and I had like a 1-1 split. But I really like 2 Ninja Boy. And the scheme, it did come up, like here and there, in occasions. I just feel like there was one too many times where I had it in my hand and I was like, I wish this was a Ninja Boy right now. So, that's essentially why I ended up cutting the Giovanni. But in theory, it's cool as well. I mean, just the extra 20 damage. To sort of make your damage a little more unpredictable is quite nice. The other thing you can run is Enhanced Hammer. Enhanced Hammer is pretty cool against Giratina. because, I mean, Guillotine is not a massive issue for you anyway, I don't believe, but it's nice to sort of stop, like, in Guillotine at Darkrai, for example, it's nice to stop Darkrai from doing as much damage to you, because you don't really want them getting a bunch of double rounds on the board and hitting for a crazy number, and Darkrai Teen is proving itself to be an extremely safe and consistent pick going into major tournaments this season. So Enhanced Hammer is a nice little tech you can run to fight against that. You could run 1 or 2 of those anyway. I cannot speak tonight at all. I'm very tired, so apologies for this. EXPJ is another one that you can run the deck if you really do want to retain a lot more energy. Yeah, I could see myself playing around, but like cutting a Fury Belt and putting it in an EXP share, even just the one, because it's great if you put it on a Friday Night Yveltal, because obviously when it's on the bench, the EXP share is still active and the energy will still move to the Friday Night, but then when you become active, well, the EXP share is useless anyway. So it's really like the best tool to be playing with Friday Night, I think anyway. So yeah, that's the deck. Really, those are all the major options. The other one's Olympia, which is a card I just love in general, and I'm so glad it's getting like properly, top table representation at the moment. I will take a deeper look at Florida in the podcast this week. That's what my aim is. I'm going to be analyzing the decks that did well and stuff like that. And Yveltal's in there, of course, as is Olympia. She's proved to be sort of a successor of sorts to AZ, but I don't know. I've been a fan of that card pretty much since it came out. Don't ask me why. I'm not even sure myself. But it's really cool, and I'm really glad that it's popping up here and there. Anyway, it's a nice switching card that you can use to get out of your own Fright Night. The healing's cool too, so you've got that going for you. It can get you out of Abyssal Sleep if that becomes an issue. So yeah, there you go. That's the deck for now. I'm going to hop into a game with it. We'll just save it to make sure everything is okay. Let's go versus. Alright, so let's hop into a game. You would have seen me cut maybe a couple of games there. Again, if I'm not showing off the deck properly, or if I'm just auto-winning something, then I think it's probably just better for me to cut the deck. And it looks like we have a Mirror Match on our hands. Mirror Match is fun. Mirror Match is fun. I think it's pretty skill-based. So when I lose, I'm going to forget that I ever said that. Okay, start Friday Night. Yeah, we want to start Friday Night. Of course we do. Let's just say in one of the games I played just a minute ago, I had to encounter for a Shaymin because I was drawing dead. So he's going first, is he? I don't even want to bench that if it's the mirror. Yeah. Because he's probably started Friday Night himself. Argument was I could have kept a Friday Night on the bench. Because, oh, that's a great start for us. I could have kept a Friday Night on the bench and then Ninja Boy'd the active so that I could into a Mew, so that I could have gotten the Max Elixirs off on the benched Yveltal, but I don't know. Oh, he's Ultra Ball Reverse Valley. That's good for our Reverse Valley. Yeah, he's gonna get out of his own Friday Night. Touch of Dark Energy to it, and N. I'm perfectly okay with that N, because otherwise I'd probably have to end up Ultra Balling for Shaymin, and I don't particularly want to do that. Yeah, that's an alright hand. Cannot complain about that hand. Gonna Parallel City me. That is fine, man. Means he's not Parallel Citying himself. Let's get rid of his Shaymin, but he probably runs Ninja Boy. So I'm probably not going to get much damage off on this thing anyway. You'll see the Max Elixir. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right call. I think that's the right one to attach to. So, are we assuming he gets off Pitch Black Spear before we do? He'd need Switch, because if he put the Max Elixir there, he could have Max Elixir'd again and then manually attached and retreated and then gone for the 60, so yeah, I don't know. I think Darkrai is going to be pretty dope in this matchup, actually, so I want to get that out. Let's see. Am I playing Sycamore here? I believe I am. Yeah, we'll play Sycamore here. Okay, well, I think I can get rid of this Friday Night. The N. Alright, we're going to grab Darkrai. I want to minimize the amount of EXs on my board. If he's going full on Friday Night Yveltal, then it's better for me to go with things that do more damage than Friday Night Yveltal. So we'll go for this. I like having this on the board in the mirror because poking with it's fun. Especially because he hasn't gotten Reverse Valley down. Yeah, let's assume is he only running one? He might run two. Yeah, I'm fine enough putting that on the active. And I'll Sycamore. Ooh, the Escape Rope is kind of nice here, is it? Nah, it's not really. Max Elixir, yeah, I want this to go on Darkrai. Should I play anything first? Nope. And we do hit it. It's kind of a bit iffy when you're on 10 energy. There's always a chance you will miss it. And Dark Cutter, no. I could have put it on Oblivion Wing and then played the Escape Rope and switched into it, but nah, I think I'm fine. Escape Rope, does it get me anything here? No. I'd rather this. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm not sure I want to attack with Mew against Fright Night Yveltals. Oh, wow. Okay. He's got his own enhanced timers. That's annoying. How do I play around that? He has Olympia in the deck too. This is great. We're showing it off against the a list that has all this stuff that I was saying that I wanted to fit in and didn't. Alright, Mails for Sycamore. Maybe it means he doesn't have Switch DCE. Oh, he's just gonna Sky Return. That's fine. That's fine. He still has to 2-shot me, so I'm not worried about that at all. The math doesn't, I don't know, do anything to concern me much. Let's see. Now, the issue here is if there's another Yveltal-EX in my discard pile, in my deck, I mean, this would be great. Because it means I can Ninja Boy this new Yveltal-EX and then Escape Rope into it, and then start just hammering away. So, see, I'm knowing that he's got Enhanced Hammer, I may want to do that. How bad is this Ninja Boy if I miss? Just double check it's not in the discard yet. Yeah, it's not. I'm okay with this. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, and I threatened the 2-shot. 6, 12. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. It's old Ninja Boy. Please tell me it's in the deck. Yeah, it's in the deck. I could also grab Mew, but I don't want to do that. So we'll do this. Yeah, I'm fine with this. And then Escape Rope. Obviously, it doesn't affect his board whatsoever. But I can send this up. I know these decks run Delinquent, so I'm going to keep this in hand for now. And we're going to Evil Ball. And we threaten the 2-hit KO next turn. We get some damage on the board. I'm fine with this. And, like, the power of Ninja Boy. VS Seekers for Lysandre. Okay. Yeah, now we need to hit Switch. That's kind of annoying. And see, this is where our own enhancer will kind of come in useful. Did he just hit me for 90? Oh, yeah, I had 60 on me. What am I on about? Yeah. So, do I play this Max Elixir? He played Lysandre. Means he probably has another supporter. Which means I could end this in safely enough. Yeah, I'm fine putting that there. This is like, he's got this many Fright Nights, it's going to be kind of a moot point anyway. Yeah, I kind of want to save that Max Elixir for something else. The Darkrai, probably. So, we'll end. Argument there that I should have dug for Switch, but with Sycamore instead, but I don't know. I'm probably still going to miss it, so it's not really worth trying to hit it. Is it even worth me putting an energy on this? Yeah, so I can retreat it next turn. Yeah. Damn, the Lysandre was a good play from him. I could be looking to do that myself next turn anyway if I top deck a DCE. Probably not, though. Yeah, I did kind of want to avoid doing this, and I probably played into his own trap a bit too easily myself, but him running Enhanced Hammer was huge there. Yeah, we're going to see the Pitch Black Spear. Yeah. Oh, man, Joe, do your math. I'm very, very tired. I do apologize. Let's see. 30, 110. No, I won't get the KO with it, so we have to do this. Oh, Ninja Boy would be great here. Into what, though? Yeah. Let's see. 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. With a Reverse Valley, I do 130, so I could kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 doubles 120, reverse valley is 130. And I get a bigger threat off the board because he can then just do that. Yeah, okay. Dark. 1, 2, 10 more times. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. But if I do that, I have Lysandre it up. Do I want to do that? Then all I'm left with is an Oblivion Wing of Yveltal, which is for 40, which would be 120. And you get a free turn off. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Then I can dig for Shaymin and try and get a Ninja Boy out and try and do some crazy stuff with that. Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse. Okay, we'll do that. I don't know. I want to clear his board of as much energy as possible, and this seems like an efficient enough way to do with it. Maybe it's the wrong play. I'm not sure, but it's 130 exactly, so let's go for it. And we do get Switch, which is a really nice card, because it means I can Ultra Ball away the Super Rod and something else, grab the Switch. Nah, we're probably not going to need it right now. The Switch kind of came at a wrong time. This is where Giovanni would be great, though. And again, so many options with this deck. And I'm going through them all in my head. But again, like, running one Giovanni, you have to think to yourself, is it even worth it? Oh, he's got the Lysandre. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. See, Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. Look how much work Mr. Mime will be putting in right now. Again, we got our own Reverse Valley down, so that's super good. I like that very much. Let's see, I could shuffle in a Fright Night and 2 Energy. Then Ultra Ball away that and that. Oblivion Wing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for that. 2 Energy just makes my Max Elixir more likely to hit. We've only gone through 1, so I still want them likely to hit. And we have that really gives us 2 Fright Nights to play with for the rest of the game, and I'm okay with that, so yeah, let's Super Rod all those in. Now, Ultra Ball away this and this, and grab, like, let's see, what we got. Yeah, well, they're going to get Sycamore away anyway, so let's do this. I can grab a Shaymin here, that's way too risky at this point, right? I feel like the Darkrai could be pretty good. Yeah, I like the Darkrai idea. So, like, this means that unless he has, like... and high five! This means, like, unless he has, like, Delinquent Reverse Valley, which I find very unlikely, we'll be okay. And, Oblivion Wing. Yep. If he Lysandres me again, cool, I can just attack with Darkrai. So that's fine. Argument there, yeah, that Fright Night of Yveltal would have been better. And maybe it would have. But at least I can Fury Belt this thing, and it's harder for the Yveltal to kill, because otherwise they'd still both have 3 energy on them. So I really would like my own Enhanced Armor right here. Real shame that I missed a KO on this one. He's going to Olympia himself, wow. I'm not paying attention to this man's discard pile. I am really tired. I must qualify that, which sounds like a really... crappy thing to say, I'm aware, but whatever. Now I want to end him in Olympia. He's gone through 3 VS Seekers, right? I can't end. I'll promote this so we have a pivot. Do I play this? Currently I'm hitting 90. Fury Belly hit 100. Missed the KO by 10 anyway. Will it affect my math with this? Do I need to Parallel City? No. That's the answer to that question. No, I want to hit into this. So I don't play Lysandre. So we'll Sycamore. Oh, Ninja Boy. Okay, I don't want to play this just yet. And I obviously don't want to play this either, because then it's 2 easy prizes for him. So I really would have liked to end there. End would have been so much better. We haven't ended him like at all, and that's been really detrimental to us. He's been just sitting on his good hands, which is kind of annoying. But I suppose we'll just try and hope he doesn't have his 4th VS in hand, and go for the Abyssal Sleep. Yeah, we'll go for the Abyssal Sleep. And there we go. He's asleep. He's very asleep. So don't Olympia, and we're all good. You got to think if he's running Olympia, he's got to cut down on some switching cards, right? And the 1-1 Trubbish line. This might be the same list that was run in Orlando Regionals. Just a little while ago. I believe it made top 8. No, this was from Spiel in Germany. Yeah, there's the Escape Rope. This might be the Spiel list. Yeah, and he is going to go into the Friday Night. Going to be very difficult for us to win this game now. Got a lot of damage on the board, but... Let's see, what's this got? 90? If I Ninja Boy this into Friday Night of Yveltal, I don't get the KO. Again, look at this hand, and I have to Lysandre here as well. Yeah, this is very annoying. At this point, do I just build up another Yveltal-EX? And then kill this? No, I can't, because then he kills 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150. Yeah, he gets the kill. So I have to Lysandre kill this. Or Lysandre and sleep it. And at which point he sends this to the bench. Yeah, okay, I need to make my move. We'll do this. I'll Trainers Mail first. Yep, we need to hit that, so... Hey, we'll grab Max Elixir. Could also Ninja Boy that into a Friday Night, but like I said, that's a bad idea. Because we're not getting the KO. So, 1 Elixir. Nope. 2 Elixir. Hey, there we go. Touch. Via Seeker. Lysandre, I have to do this. And assume he stays asleep. Hey, he gets the tails. Okay. So, like, the cool thing about this, I can Ninja Boy into a Friday Night now, then manually retreat and take a cool KO. So, that's my plan next turn, is Ninja Boy this into Friday Night. If we have one left, which we should. He's got another Yveltal. That's going to be threatening. If he can Max Elixir, that'll be threatening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, so now we kind of can't, right? How many DCEs he got? Yeah, he has enough left. He's 1 left. Fury belts it. Yeah, so we can't do the... It's quite annoying. Yeah, that might win him the game, having that second one there. Anyway, he stays asleep. Okay, I could end him to 1. Take the knockout. He comes up with this. Say he doesn't have the energy. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130. That would be enough anyway. So you just need 1 dark energy, and he's gone through... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he definitely have it, right? Like, the odds of him hitting that are very high. Or I Ninja Boy into Fright Night. He gets knocked out. I take 2 prizes, manually retreat, go into that, and attack whatever he promotes. Which all of it looks good. Go on. We'll do the Ninja Boy thing. This is fun. Into Fright Night. And the Dark Energy is like shuffling around thing, right? So there's our 2 prizes. And the game's kind of frozen a bit, but give it a minute. Hey, there we go. Okay, we got Ultra Ball and Max Elixir. This is all good. Goes onto his own Yveltal-EX. Do I Ultra Ball first? Yeah, I will. We'll get a Shaymin out. I'm probably not going to bench it, but we'll get it out. There's the Dark Energy. Onto this. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. I do threaten the KO if I manually retreat and do that. And then next turn, and then he hits her... decision making. Because, like, 1 more energy takes the KO, right? So I can't leave this active. So we're going to pay retreat and go into this. I could Y-cycle him. That's kind of fun. Ninja Boy into Darkrai, manually retreat. This might be the option. But then I have to top deck energy, but I Shaymin it. Yeah. Alright, we're going for something really weird. Again, this is what I mean. Do I Evil Ball or do I Y-Cyclone? So many decisions to make, and I'm probably not making the right ones. But we're going to go attached with this. My plan next turn is to Ninja Boy into Darkrai. Manually retreat this. Then Darkrai this thing again. Take the KO that way. And live on a prayer. Because we need to send up things that aren't going to get killed by this Friday Night. Which is now threatening us. If he's Super Rod Ninja Boys, that could be annoying too. I might play the Shaymin before I play the VS Seeker, just because if I get cool stuff, or options that I didn't even consider, N works out way better than Ninja Boy. This has been a good game to show off the deck, I must say, because, well, we're showing it off on both sides, really. Oh, it's Super Rod. Where's the Ninja Boy, though? $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $120. Okay, so we get the knockout next turn. Thanks for attaching, buddy. Unless he Y-Cyclones, which is very valid. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. He's going to end himself to 1. Wow. Did my job for me. Oh, we get the Darkrai. Oh, now we got Ninja Boy into it. Now we got Ninja Boy into it. No. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? Lysandre Shaymin attached to Fright Night. Bring up Yeah, okay. Right, this might be our only option. Alright, I think he made a mistake. I hit 70 with this. But then he brings up this. And does 60 to this, which is 190, which does get the KO, right? Yeah. So I think I have to Lysandre Shaymin and pray that he doesn't find an energy. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go. All in. All in. Just because why not? It might work out. Is that the best option? I could Lysandre Trubbish, right? Nah, no, you know why? Because I kill it in one hit. And that's so annoying, because then the Reverse Valley. If the Reverse Valley wasn't there, I could kill two-shot the Trubbish, and he'd need to pay twice. Oh, that's annoying. I could bring up this. I could bring up this. I don't want to bring up that. No, if I bring up this, at least he can attack with it. He still needs the one attachment. He can also Garbodor to get out of it. Alright, boys. Living on a prayer. Let's do it. Don't have energy, my man. Don't have the energy. If we win this... Oh, no. He's got Olympia. Oh, no. GG. The G'est of G's. Let's give him a well played. The G'est of G's. That was fun. That was a cool game. I had fun in that one. Despite probably playing terribly. The Darkrai, did it put in some work? Yeah, kinda. I didn't put it in there for the mirror. I really put it in there for Ion to decide what to attack with. And I didn't really want to attack with Mew in the mirror because it's got such low HP. And you can't obviously Fury Belt it, so that's annoying. Anyway, I'll show off the deck once more. Yeah, thank you for the coins. There we go, that's the deck. It's pretty fun. It's very good, as you saw. Unfortunate that I lost even the Olympia, the 4th VS Seeker that he had. It was his last VS Seeker and all. He did have quite a lot of energy left though, so it was likely enough that he got one of them. He could still have Sycamore into that energy, so. Anyway, I think we did all we could there. The Reverse Valley biting me on the ass. I would have won, and I wouldn't have actually because Olympia still would have retreated. I would have had better odds. Anywho, that's the deck, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.